You don't know why? Well, maybe because the 90s didn't produce that much good music to my taste. Except I like Norah Jones and I love this song. It has a beautiful melody, it has beautiful chords, and contrary to many tutorials out there, I took care of a little groove that has to be in there in the bass. It's necessary to give it this comfortably swaying, rocking flow that we all love about it. And after you finish learning it, you know why. So welcome to my tutorial on this piece. There are not many notes in the right hand and not many fast notes. It's pretty slow, but we have a pop bass in the left hand that has to give it groove, and it's a piece that is slowly, nicely, comfortably grooving. So, and that is the difficulty in this piece for you. We have this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and so you see we have this, I call it the pop bass, 1 and 2 and 3, and we have just steady fourth notes. So it's a mix of 1 and 2, the pop bass, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so that you know that. And we have here another example of how I work. We have this going from E flat, 1 and 2 and 3. I anticipate the next bass note from the next chord. Like 1 is the chord E flat and D7 in the second bar of the intro. 1 and 2. Pardon my German. And 2. You see? 1 and 2. And it's just 1/8 before the D7. I already play the D. 1 and 2. So the pop bass and straight fourth notes, occasionally anticipating the next root. We start with the verse where we have, you first have to practice the right hand, like when you have the melody showing 1 and here. This is something you do right with me now. Course finger setting and practice for this little passage is important. Okay, it's 1 and you put the 5 and the 2 on the D and the A. And then we want to go to the B flat 7 and you do it like this. And I know you can. Some students do it like, oh Christian, I'm hardly surviving, I stop breathing, I see the angels. It's not true. You just think, many students just think they have to be tense because they have to move the arm around a little bit. Oh, holy Jesus, you have to move the arm. And then you go into the channel of darkness, I call it. It's between, you've seen, between the keys there's space, yeah? Have you seen it here? You can store things here like drops or even toothpick. But you can also put a finger here. So, then you do this and suddenly it's not the purgatory anymore, it's music. So now you use the 5th finger, ding dong, on the D. And then you do it a couple of times, let's say 3,000 times, and then 1 and 2, and it's the E, and I gave it 4 notes. Blimey, gave it 4 notes because it sounds so nice here with it's the E flat. Here's the E major. E flat major, sorry, I'm a bit stupid. So, and I just added the 9 because it's so nice. You can just play this chord and be happy. Yeah, just play this chord and get over the crisis. Okay, so we have, and then you add the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Then we're coming to the next murderous moment. But again, this one. Yeah, that's how you do it. Do this one. Because it's coming over and over again. It's coming here. Sometimes with this little variation, but that is just to keep you busy. So 1 and 2 and 3. 5th finger, important. And 1. And then you're easy. And here comes the next bit. So we were just here. 1 and... Now, we have to go from D7 now to G minor 7. And you do it like this. It's all here. It's all here. This is the shop or grocery store here at the moment. D7 with the 2 and 4. Important. Write that down. Can write it down on the back of your hand. Okay, what does it mean then? And then you go to G minor 7, 1, 3. G minor 7, 1, 3. So you have. So you do the whole passage. 1, and then you add the bass. 1 and 2 and 3 and probably the trickiest moment in the whole piece. And I'm not going to show it to you. See you later, mate. No, I'm kidding. That's German humor again. It's not very good, but it's wasting my time. So we're here. I'm talking too much. 1 and now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Do that also separately. We need that a couple of times later on. We have to get, the trick is we have to go from D7 down to G to get this lovely bass here, and there's not much space here for the bass. Here's the melody and the chord, so we do 1 and 2 and 3. You remember 4 and 2 here? You had it written on the back of your hand, like okay, shall we do the whole shebang? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Just octaves down. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And now we have one of the very few 16th notes. Yeah, 1 and 2, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 2 and 3 and 4. And you know what? It's just repeating. It's just repeating. 1 and here. With a little variation, but we cannot go through every detail. My time is precious, and that was pretty arrogant, wasn't it? I love it. So, and then we have the B part, and the B part is really actually quite easy, but it's so beautiful, so I will just have a look at it. Can you do this? Can you do this stretch here? So, here. 1, 2, 5 with the octave. If you cannot, you should be able to do it. Unless your hand stops here, okay. If not, you just play it like this. Or like, no, you do it like this. No, forget it. So, the thing is, again, we have the left hand. Many of you who follow my tutorials, who are wise, you better follow my channel. You can subscribe. It's free. And then you learn all the good stuff. Like 1 and 2 and here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. What do we have here? I hear you crying. Christian, how can you do this? How can you make it bigger than life? Bigger than what you can play? You can play because you use the pedal, and then you have this wonderful pattern. I showed you in one of my tutorials. 1, 5, 7, 5, 1, 5, 8, 5, 9, 5, 8. Root, 5th, 8th, 5th, 9th, 5th, 8. And we have the same on C. There is a system behind what I'm doing. I'm German. 1 and 2 and 3. Again. 1, 5, 8, 5, 9, 5, 8. And it's coming again. I can't believe it. And then we have the F sharp diminished. And then you have a look at the left hand first. Then you add the very simple right hand. And we have the F sharp diminished. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Once once you know my simple basic peasant tricks, like you can recognize the patterns and don't have to think it over and over again, like you have a short time memory of about 5 nanoseconds. Okay. So what is there? What else? So, but there's also, I wasn't quite honest with you, there's a little hidden difficulty in this, and you can hardly see it, if you can see at all, and that is things like this one. Hold on. Here. Here. So we have right hand, not left hand. Okay, this. It's this double, I call it, how did I call it? The 2-finger slide. But this is a mean one. It's with the 4th and 5th finger here. And these are our weak fingers. And so you have to practice this. Actually, as far as I know, this can only be played by 3 people in the world. Just like that. Me, Einstein, and maybe Jesus. So, maybe you will become the 4th one. Here, this one. With all these hard slides, with the 2-finger slides, they're coming 2 or 3 more. You can skip them. You can just play also nice. But I was trying to be as close as Norah Jones as possible. So, practice this one. Just a little dippy on the head of the C, it deserves it, and then go to D. And you can skip it and just play the D. If it's too hard for you, you just play this one, okay? At any moment, if the slide is keeping you too much, you just skip it and play the target note. So if this is a slide, you just play this one, the target note. Or this is the target note, then you just play this one, okay? Also, when we change chords here, for example, we have the G minor here. Now, here, left hand. What we do is, it's my trick, G. Now. And then you play the 1st finger to go down, because then you can tie it. Yeah? You can, this is harder, and you I figured out it's better to make a little jump and tie these ones. 1 and 2 and 3, and it grooves better. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay, that's another tutorial. Then, so you're fine with doing 1 verse and 1 chorus. That's fine. Many tutorials just do that anyway. If you want to do more choruses and more verses, the chorus repeats. This bit is identical. You just have to learn that once. The verses are a little bit different because I'm adding a little bit of volume sometimes. But, for example, if I have the first verse is this one, then in another verse, I'm doing this one. You see? Or maybe this one, I don't recall. But you see, the essence is the same. It's the same chord, B flat major, and I might add another note. You don't have to, but you can. And now let's proceed to the solo. Goody, it's the original solo, of course. So it starts, and here, look at the bass now. Here I changed the bass a little bit. Hold on, like You see the bass here? We approach from the B flat to the E flat via the D. 1 and again I anticipate 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You see how I do it? Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Again on the 2 and I'll play the D7 with the altered 5 here. Now we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Again, look at the left hand, going to from G minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now we want to go to F, do the jump. See, always just anticipating. If you see it as a pattern what I do, then you will easier read it from the slow replay, okay? Now, okay, we have this wonderful lick here. 1 and now and let's have a look at this. It's 1 and 2. It's we are in B flat. This is B flat triad, and we use the 9 and then over fast the triad, and then we are still in B, and again think in this. The chord itself in the piece is F7, but this is along the B here. And then, well, I assume if you play this piece, you are above 5 years old and had touched the piano once or twice before. So, because this is not for like super beginners. And then we have it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah. Again, same left hand. You see here one of the few 16th note. 1, 1 and 2 to and 1 and 2 to and 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and righty. Okay, so as I say, all details a bit later on from slow repetition. What else is here? Then is just the outro, and then you got it. Hey, you got it. I don't know why, but you got it. Okay. I wish you good luck with it. Good success. Take your time, and then when you got the note, make a groove that it doesn't sound like a bricklayer, a drunk bricklayer, maybe like a. I see you in my next tutorial. Take care. All the best from Berlin. Bye bye. hope you liked my video and that you learned something. Now you can subscribe. Just press this subscribe button or click on another of my videos on this side. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.